Thank you, Robert, I appreciate it. I want to say something is wrong, something is not working, but nobody knows. And many older people, and even, I will speak now because many intellectuals, they speak every day, no? From Catholic Church, non-Catholic Church, from good people, bad people, intelligent, but everybody does not perceive that people, normal people, something is wrong. Something has to be fixed. No, they do not know. And why I'm saying this? Because I fear more blood in the future. I believe that the peace is the only foundation of the future. But imagine if, while we are speaking about an abstract point of view, people in the street begins to kill themselves. The blood on the streets, like French Revolution, like the Saxon War. We have to do something. We have to prevent bloodshed. This is my point. Because this is a situation. Something is wrong. Something is not working. Something has to be changed. This sickness, because it's like a disease, is a sickness of democracy, it is just the consequence of some bad events, for example, financial problem. You know what happened about the financial problem in the world, no? Everybody knows, because everybody... It's just the consequence of financial, political, hegemonical problem, or it is a genetic disease of our civilization. That's the point. It's something that is going to happen right now, because we have now some problem with the money, some problem with the World Bank, some problem with the International Monetary Fund, some problem with some big cheese of the world order, or small cheese, or like a mozzarella cheese, very, very small, or big, big cheese like Parmesan cheese, or it is something that was wrong, deeply rooted in our civilization. It was never fixed. And now, after 2 centuries, we have to fix it. There are two problems, on my point of view, about democracy. Just two problems. There are many problems, but just two. The first one, people think, or our thinkers of that freedom and equality will solve every social problem. If we are a free and equal society, all the problems will disappear. It's not true. I believe, of course. And the second, we have we limited civil human relation to the realm of free market. Now just give me please attention for 5 minutes speaking about this. First point, will freedom and equality solve every social problem? While freedom and equality are necessary conditions for a wonderful society, at the same time they are not sufficient to achieve the goal of a society rich in meaning and worthy to be lived. In order to pursue happiness, something is missing. Something, a magic dust we need, like in Peter Pan novel. Have you ever watched Disney Peter Pan? I love. I prepared this presentation with Peter Pan, watching Disney Peter Pan. It's wonderful. The magic dust. It's like we need a magic, and they continue to speak every day, the politician about freedom, 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 freedom. Freedom in the morning, freedom at night. People, they are bored. No? They continue to say, because in the name of course freedom is a necessary condition. But if I ask to them, are you free? The most Americans say, I'm not free. So it's strange, because we are in the land of freedom, and you are free, of course. But something strange now happened, because many of the students, of the person to whom I ask this question, they say, I'm not free. Something missing. It is not true, because they are free, but they believe that with this everything it is fixed. So they have problems, a lot of problems in their lives, so say, what happened? But The point is that freedom and equality are not sufficient, are necessary, but not sufficient. We need the magic dust, a magic dust of Peter Pan. Something is missing. Second problem, while the society of freedom puts forth a strong definition of the individual human being, at the same time the concept of relationship is blurry. Civil relationship among humans cannot be limited to swap transaction. Because what happened with the history of freedom and equality? There is a strong definition of human being. Each of us is very strong, well defined by political scholars. Each one is very strong, well defined. Human being, it is a foundation of society. I am a human being. I am one of the important. The society is composed by human beings, each one very strong defined. But what is not very well defined is relationship. And we cannot limit the relationship to the market. I know why it happened, because after the war of religions, they say, in your private space, you can have your religion, your idea, everything. In the public space, in the civil space, please remove anything that can be a problem, only market. But if we reduce the public space to the market, this is a nightmare. It's not a society. It's a nightmare. Indeed, in many cases, the model of society as free market is a herd of selfish, egoist beings with no present, no past, no future. But we are not selfish. We used to say now the society is composed by selfish people. It's not true. Each of us, everybody is not selfish. The model that they want to say, they want to defend a model of selfishness, but we are not selfish. We are not selfish. We love each other. We want to love each other. And before, we have to prevent any revolution, any war, any blood. It's very important. And the Catholic more. You understand what I mean? At the same time, the society of the equality, the Marxist society, the group is more important than the individual. Equality constrains liberty, another nightmare, a terrible nightmare. Something is wrong. Freedom, equality, they are not enough. Something is missing. And everywhere, at the end, prevails fear and rage, That's what happened at the end. That's what is going to happen. I don't know if Moises Naim, I like, is a very good book, but reading this book, because we have to speak about this book, not about my idea about revolution, but this is a problem, It's not only decay of power, it is angry young people. Angry young people that, and not only young, now angry seniors. Angry seniors. But which new paradigm we can define? This is our problem, my dear colleagues. If we do not define, nobody can define. If we see this, we are obliged to write, to study, to do something. Otherwise, it's just a conference. Why did you come here? To do what? Nothing. We have to define new paradigm. Of course, no violence, no guns, no sticks. To prevent a revolution, the fall of the empire, we have to fix the contradiction deeply rooted in our modern civilization. We have to prevent, we have to implement peace. This is the most important activity that we can do right now. Peace, please, and not blood. Because the moment is like, maybe that I am pessimistic, but there are many observations. It's like gasoline everywhere, just the first match, everything can happen. And we have to fix identity with relationship. Because the problem, and now I'm going to finish the last 2 slides, you are happy, don't worry. But each of the slides 1 hour, 2 hours. No problem, my dear colleagues, friends. I love you so 2 hours. Because I love you 2 hours. I want to say, what's the problem? Now, what is the problem? Because all the concept, the tenet about freedom and equalities, at the end use the concept, the principle of identity. It means that each one close, the group close, or individual human being close. And relationships just in one case free market, in another case fellowship, part of something more important than us. We miss the concept of relationship. But we cannot speak about this right now because it's another topic. But just I want to say that we can fix the problem of if I would have the time, I have no time now, just to try to stress the concept of brotherhood and friendship. That is the third concept of French Revolution.